good morning, my YouTube audience. Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all the wonderful works that He does. I pray all is well. Did everyone get rest last night? Because I did. I had a nice slump. I was so tired yesterday from a long week, but it feels so good to be off, and it feels good to be in the land of the living. We got another day, y'all. We have another do over to get it right, to love again, to hope again, to pray again, just to be living. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle, and I'm so thankful that you are still with me. You're still hanging in there with me. And I appreciate you guys. You have no idea. Like I always state, there are so many websites. There's so many other people you can listen to, places you can go, and everything. And to come on to my channel and listen to me means more than you could ever know. So thank you so much for continuously joining me. Today, I have a what we tolerate. We will never change. Now, my other videos, I was doing like think outside the box, take a different approach. You know what I mean? The things that better said than done. So all those things are leading up to what we're tolerating in our life, what we're tolerating from other people. And let me give you my Google definition of tolerate. Okay, tolerate. Of course, I need my other eyes. I got down that suffer. That was one of the synonyms for tolerate. Suffer. Isn't that a harsh word when you think about it? When you tolerate somebody, you're suffering. I never thought about it like that, but I guess it is. If you're dealing with something that you don't like, you are suffering. So it gave me like three different ways to look at it. Tolerate, allow the existence or practice of something that one does not necessarily like or agree with without interference. Accepting or enduring someone or something unpleasant or dislike with forbearance. Being capable of continued subjection to a drug, toxic, or environmental condition without reaction. To put up with or allow. That's a big word. And you got to think about it. Recognizing that no one can make you feel a certain way without your permission. So tolerate is actually giving someone permission to treat you any kind of way. Tolerate. Now, I remember growing up when my mom was like, I tolerate your father. But she did it for her children because she wanted to keep the family together. So I guess sometimes if you tolerate certain things, and people do tolerate stuff to keep a relationship together. And some of that is understood, especially if you can work on and build that relationship. My parents were married for 64 years, so that was a strong woman, wasn't it? Mom. Anyway, I put up that what you tolerate will never change because if you're putting up with something and you know you don't like it, they're not going to change it because you're putting up with it. I guess what it's trying to say is you need to let the person know how you're feeling. Maybe things will change because, a good person is hard to find, easy to lose, and impossible to replace. So if you're dealing with somebody that you like and you really like them, deal with them, but I guess don't tolerate them because it's okay to cut people off that hurt you. Because you need to remember if you do cut them off, that was a version of you that allowed it. That was a version of you that tolerated. Because if you keep tolerating that person, you're just going to keep running into that same person because you tolerate that one, you're going to tolerate the next one, and then tolerate the next one, then tolerate the next one. If you're still in that version, that's why it won't change. You have to change yourself. And then you'll understand why. And a lot of people tolerate it because of their past. Your past is not a prison. You got to learn from it. It teaches you a lesson. It's not a life sentence. And some people live in their past because I guess they think it's a life sentence because things weren't done right, or you didn't do things right, or your past really damaged you that bad. You're not in prison. You got to break away. Like I said, get outside that box. That box is your prison. If you're boxed in, because it's going to stay closed. As long as you're boxed in and you're still in that box, it's going to stay closed. You have to open it. You have to move on. Moving forward. Stop tolerating things that bother you, that hurt you. Speak on it. Let them know that it bothers you and hurt you. Because if you don't, they think it's okay. Some people think it's okay. They think that you're okay with it while you're just tolerating it. If you're not okay with the way you've been treated, speak up. Say something. Take a different approach on the situation. Just don't sit there and let people keep hurting you and let people keep doing things to you because you're tolerating it. You can build up a strong tolerance to anything, but mistreatment of who you are shouldn't be one of them. Know your worth. Know your value. We're all valuable. God didn't make no mistakes. He didn't make no mess. If you're valuable in his eyes, you should be valuable in the person's eye that you're tolerating. And when it says a toxic drugs or toxic environment, sometimes we don't have a choice with some of the stuff. Some things we do have to tolerate. And I guess that's why we build up such a strong tolerance sometimes. Some things we do have to tolerate. But the things that we don't, it won't change if you keep tolerating it. That's why the synonym for that is suffer. Because that means you're suffering. Who wants to live like that? Who wants to continuously be dealing with something that hurts you or destroys who you are? You become timid. I think that's why people have their head down sometimes, because they're tolerating behaviors from somebody else. I think that's why people are so stressed, because they tolerating something. If you don't have to do it, then get out the box. Get outside that box. Take a different approach. I know it's easier said than done, but some things you can do if you want to change the situation, if you want to change the circumstances, if you want to change your environment. So many things. The one I was listening to Miles Monroe. He said, the kingdom won't interfere if you don't pray on it. Your prayer is what is giving permission for the things in your life. So if you're dealing with something, pray on it. Pray on it and wait for God to give you the answer. And sometimes we don't want the answer that he gives us because we're so stuck inside that box. We're so used to being who we are. We're afraid to move forward and step outside that box. We're afraid to take a different approach. Why? We're not here and we're not sent here to be hurt all the time. That was not God's intentions. We are putting the stuff on ourselves. Break out. Do you. Make your own traditions. Be your own self. Do you. Make yourself happy. You can do it. Come on. I did. It's all good. So if you think someone needs to hear this, please, 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 please share it with them. Please keep subscribing to me. I appreciate it. I got another subscriber. Everyone counts. Every little one counts. I appreciate you guys. And please like and comment if you like, because your comments help me understand my audience a little bit. If you're not commenting, I don't know if you're getting some of what I'm saying. I don't even know if you care. I don't know if you're just coming on because I'm just gonna come on and like the other lady said, I didn't watch it to the end. I just clicked like. You know, I would love to converse with you. I would love to go back and forth and talk to you and try to find out who you are because I'm telling you who I am. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am a Southern Belle, and I've been on the wrong road so long. Once I started realizing who I was and my worth and stop dealing with stuff, stop tolerating the mistreatment, stepped outside the box. It was easier said than done, but I still did it, and I took a different approach of who I am in my life, in the life that God gave me, because you only have one, and you only have one chance to get it right. Not one chance, but you know what I'm saying. You have one lifetime to get it right. Once all that started coming about, I got on the right road. Come on, join me. Get on the right road with me. Please, please, please continue to subscribe. I appreciate you all. All right. You guys have a blessed Saturday. It's the weekend, y'all. Enjoy. God bless.